Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Project Overland. If you've never tuned in before, I'm Project and I am going overland, and it feels like less of a dream and a far distant thing and actually more of a reality. We're in the cab. We've been working in the cab, and I say we, it's mainly Johnny, mostly because I take up most of the cab. Once I'm in here, Johnny can't get in and do any work. So massive thanks to Jonathan Fern. Literally heartfelt thanks. I couldn't have done it without him. But I could, it just would have taken me a hell of a lot longer and a lot of guessing. So what have we done so far? Stripped it out, taken the seats out, and we have carpet sprayed and with a kind of like a Raptor. I actually used a U-Pole product, and I'll put a link in the description for that. So it's a rattle can spray on. It's done a really nice job, nice finish, dries hard. It's probably not as effective as the Raptor paint, but it's a lot easier to apply in smaller spaces. So we've done that black, so all of the green that's going to be exposed and visible is going back to black, and anything that's going to get covered up we've not bothered. And then we've put carpet up on. So far we've carpeted the ceiling part, so we're gluing carpet directly onto the foam sound deadening stuff that's in here, the insulation, which is really effective because it's a super strong piece of kit and it's just glued into place. It's held in place and it's done a really nice job. Johnny's trimmed it around the hatch like you wouldn't believe. I'll show you that in a bit. And yeah, fantastic. So it's really coming on. Starting to feel like it's getting somewhere. I'm filming at the weekend, and the interior builder in the back is putting in the kitchen and the bathroom stuff starts Monday. So I'm a bit like military really. So I'll hurry up and wait. Nothing. Rah! Everything goes off. So, but that's cheered me right up. Yay! 1,000th subscriber. We've hit that mark. Thank you ever so much for that. Genuinely. I can't tell you how much it pleases me, because when I started this and I first came to do this YouTube channel, I just dropped the truck off and it was like, yeah, look, bought this truck, it's gone to the builders said it's going to be 3 months and everything's brilliant. 3 weeks later, lockdown, builders have got to stop, everything's in, and the whole thing gets paused. And then from then on in, it's just been one pause after another. Motorcraft, love them to bits. They've done an absolute fantastic job, and you know what, I highly recommend them. And so none of that was their fault, it's just COVID, and it's just been one of those things. And so to get to this point of 1,000 subscribers, it took a year of no truck. So I was having to do stuff. I didn't want to just turn around and go, thanks for the first episode, I'll come back in 8 months' time. I'd kind of like let the genie out the bottle. So to get to 1,000 subscribers is just, yeah, absolutely massive respect. Thank you very much indeed. Everybody that supported that, I really do appreciate it. I'm going to do a few giveaways as a thank you, and I'm going to put those in either this episode, depending when I get to edit it, depending on what I get to find, and we'll go from there. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed, subscribe. I know, yeah, everyone says that, but you've got to be in it to win it type thing. I don't want to buy your loyalty. But I am. So yeah, so we'll put some free giveaways up, and then go from there. So the interesting thing, so it's really funny. So I'm going to show you different bits. So I'm going to do a bit more stuff now, and I'll just show you around the cab and tell you what I'm going to do with it. Now it's changing a bit. All right, changing cameras. And as you can see, come down below the light so you don't get blinded. Yes, there are horses next door. No seats. first thing I'm going to show you is something you don't normally see. This is the bottom of the steering column, and then you can see the pedals there. And you can see those air feeds. So, and you can trace those round here, and you can see there. There you go. You can see that. So you can see those feeds go up to the back to the control box, which has been moved while we carpet. And then there's the one that comes down here for the steering column. Oops, sorry. That's the steering column adjuster there. It's on a heel press. And there's no air in it. But there you go. And there you have it. So all this bit's going to get covered up. So that's going to get covered. And go from there. It's only when you shine a light on it you see how dirty it is. It's terrible. And then again into the back here behind the cab, and going up to the ceiling. There you go. And you can see where the carpet is, and the air conditioning unit. This thing that's right in front of you is the light hanging down. Sorry about that, disconnected light. So it's coming on. You can see over there the carpet up at the top. So that there in the corners, cool. It's really changing once we've got the seats covered. Brilliant. So this is the passenger side with the seat out. You can see what we've done here. We've put in sound deadening with the Dodo mat. And you can see up there we've sprayed. So I'm just going to move you up. So obviously that's to the edge where the where it's going to come down. This is not finished, okay? So you can see at the back here where we've sprayed. So obviously that's going to be the edging. The green stuff that's still in the middle is going to get covered up with the plywood that's going to be covered with carpet one side and the acoustic mat on the other. And then in the fill there's going to be that plastic recycle bottle insulation. So that's why it doesn't matter too much that the panels that have gone in there aren't particularly 100%. So I'm not covering it. And then you come down here. Again, you can see the bit that the carpet where it is finished and it's stuck on versus where it's not. And then down here you've got the channels with the trim. So this is where the feeds for the seat air goes. Okay. And then if I get the light and do that and then move you up, you can see the ceiling. So from that side, and the aircon unit over there, and then down into here into the footwell, you can see we've painted out all the green. Okay, so this is the top of the dash, and these are simply fills which come out, and then you can pop some speakers, and I'm pretty confident those are the same diameter as the speakers that go underneath the dash of a Defender. In fact, this whole dash looks very, very similar. So they're going to get some speakers. I was driving Johnny mad because he was trying to put carpet in, and I'm going, when are we going to put the speakers in? When are we going to put the speakers in? It's like I'm wired in a weird way that everybody else is doing the important stuff, and I'm there like going, Oh, when we put the stereo in. So if we come down here, and you'll see the slot there. There we go. So I'm going to go in here probably, and this bank of switches is going to come out, and then they're going to move over there. See that empty bank there, and plus easy to reach. But these are the 4-wheel drive buttons. Yeah, a little bit of overspray there, Johnny. Just get something to clean that off. Good effort. Yeah, I think we'll probably find a bit of that. So the even though it was all masked off, you're never going to stop it. It's all going to land somewhere. So yeah, oh, that's still wired up. Yeah, so we're going to take this bank out here, put them there. That's the fan switch here. As you can always see, it's almost out anyway. It's probably been out at some point in its working life. That's the fan switch with the air control windscreen and all vents. That's the what they're looking for there, project. So there we go. So because I've got a double din, so I'm going to put a double din in there, and that'll be in the stereo. And then you've got 2 speakers here on the top, and then somewhere I've got some up over here probably with any luck. I am going to put some tweeters, and I've got the crossover unit and everything. So pretty cool. Can't wait for that. Nothing better than a bit of sound. Anyway, right. So here, you see this carpet? Look. So this has been glued down on the edge. Now that gap there is that's where the controller is for the handbrake and the drive control unit. So it's meant to have a hole there because everything feeds through here and then it sits in that gap. So this is just the trim bit, and it's going to be folded round and it's going to sit over there. So all this has got to get sorted out when we come back. And you can see there that you can see one of the bolt mounts to it bolts to. So all of that's yet to be finished off, but all this bit here, soft. And of course that'll dampen the sound down a bit. So it's not that it's a noisy place to be in here, but anything helps, right? So you can see there's a can of, I think that's a can of Rattle Black. In fact, if I can reach it without falling out of the seat. Oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, that was close. High coat. There it is, that's what I've been using. High coat truck bed liner. So that's what we've been using. And it does well. I'll see if I can get you a close-up. And there's the interior corner with all the trim out. So all these trim pieces in here come down. We've taken them all out so we can go in behind them. So, yes. Alrighty. Particularly loving the fact that, you see up here. Oop. Right, there we're going to go. Look at this. Carpet. How nice is that? Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Bit of dust on that because that came out. But that's all back in. Aircon unit. That's going to get covered up, which is why it's a bit of green showing, so it's all going to get covered in a piece. So, cool. It's nice, isn't it? And we thought it was going to be a bit black and a bit dark, even with the orange doors. And then actually, when the carpet started coming in, it started lightening it all up again. So actually, it's not doing too bad. Downside is the dirt, which comes in because the floor of this barn is earth. So of course, you carry dirt in every time you get in. But that's it. We're doing well. It's coming on.